Hi everyone, Mrs. Caulfield here to read the final chapter of Junie B. Jones and Some Sneaky Peeky Spying. The final chapter, chapter 8, is called Grandparents' Day. Mrs. went back to room 9. That's because the bell rang to start kindergarten, of course. Only Principal didn't let me go too. He said for me to stay in my wood chair. Then he called his mother on the telephone and he told her about the grocery store and also my sneaky peeky spying. Principal is a squealer. After that, Mother said she wanted to talk to me only when I said hi. She didn't even say hi back. She said she wasn't very happy with me, Missy, and no more spying means no more spying, and we would talk about this after her work. Then Mother said she never wants to get a call anymore from the principal. Do you understand? Did I? I looked at Principal. Mother says not to call her anymore, Principal, I said. Then Mother did a loud groan on the phone, except I don't actually know why. Then me and her hanged it up, and Principal said I could go back to room 9, and I runned there speedy quick. Only too bad for me, because it was too late to sing My Country Tizzy 3, Sweet Land of Liver Free, which is my favorite flag song. And so I just had to sit down at my table, and that's all. And I showed Lucille my Band-Aid. See, my head's not going to blow up, I said. Too bad, said Meanie Jim. I made a fist at him. Then me and him got into a scuffle. A scuffle is a school word for accidentally tore his shirt. Only guess what? I didn't even get in trouble because just then the grandparents came to room 9 for Grandparents' Day. Hey, there's mine, I hollered very excited. Mine is the grandpa with the baldy head. Mine too, said my friend Charlotte. Mine too, said my boyfriend named Ricardo. Then the grandma with blonde hair came in, and she had had long red fingernails and dangling earrings with jewels on them. That's my Nana, said Lucille. I smiled at her. Your Nana looks like a money bag, Lucille. After that, another grandma came in, and she runned it over to that Jim I hate, and she tried to hug him very tight, only that mean Jim kept on standing there, and he didn't even hug her back. I tapped at her. I will hug you, I said. And so then me and her hugged it very tight. I hate your grandboy, I said very sweet. Just then, Mrs. clapped her loud hands together, and she made the grandparents sit down in the back of the room. Then the children talked about what we do in room 9. It is fun here, said my bestest friend, Grace. We learn to count and read and wash our hands after we go to the bathroom, and we learn recess and snack and art, said Ricardo. Art is my favorite, I called out. Only my art didn't get hanged it up because I painted a horse, and his head turned it out like a fat wiener sausage. And so I had to tear it up and stomp on it with my shoes. That mean Jim did a cuckoo sign at me. And it was right in front of the whole entire grandparents. Yeah, only everybody makes mistakes, I said. Right, Mrs.? Come on, because on Saturday, you kissed at a strange man in the grocery store, and then you stole a bunch of grapes. And so even teachers make mistakes, right? Mrs. face went funny. Then her skin turned the color of reddish, and her voice couldn't say words. How come you're not talking, Mrs.? I hollered out. Does the dead cat got your tongue? Just then, Grandma Miller made a loud laugh in the back of the room, and then I heard my grandpa laugh too, and pretty soon lots of grandparents were laughing and laughing. Hey, it sounds happy in this place, I hollered. After that, Mrs. didn't look so reddish anymore. Then we got out the fresh mints, and Grandma Miller helped me put my cookies on a plate. Mrs. had an announcement for room 9, and she said only 2 cookies per a piece for the children, except for me. I ate 4 delicious chocolate ones, and nobody ever even saw me. Only that's not called stealing. That's called extras. After the freshmen, the grandparents had to go home to their houses. And so I hugged my grandma and my grandpa very much. And then I hugged that me and Jim's grandma too. And also Lucille's Moneybags Nana. I love those earrings, I said to her. Then Mrs. saw me being polite and she smiled very nice at me. Mrs. has white teeth. They are just like Grandpa Miller's teeth, only hers don't come out, I think. Except I'm not positive for sure about that. And guess what? I still wish I could hide in her hamper. That's what. The end. That Junie B. Jones. I can't wait for you to find out the next book that I am going to read to you. Until then, be good.